Okay, you get the idea. I like my Latin American music. Okay, so I'm here to show you how to dye your hair. This is just for you, Claudia. All right, first of all, you have to go to this website called lfhair.com.au. I normally go to the hairdresser suppliers in the city. When you go to their website, they don't supply to you unless you're a hairdresser, but when you walk in the door, they do. So, bastards. So I found this website and they sell the exact same product. So this is what I use for mum. Gold World Top Chick. It is great stuff and it doesn't damage your hair. Box color from the supermarket will fry your hair. Don't do it. As you know, I don't color my hair, but I do this for mum. So you need 1 tube per hair dye, or we use for mum 2 different colors. So 7A and 7NN. One is a cool brown and one's a dark, like a midi blonde. So we sort of get that in between color and it works really well for her. You could try these if you want a mum's hair color, or you have to go through the process of trying to choose your own, which can be hard to do, but once you get the right color, you'll stick to it for life. So you get a 60 ml cup, which is I think 1/4 cup from the kitchen. And basically you get a bowl, like this bowl, which you buy from the same website. So it's just a plastic bowl they have in the hairdressers. So you put in here a 1/4 cup of hair dye. So in my case, I put half of that one, half of that one. If you're just doing one color, you fill the 1/4 cup, put it in here, and then you get this bleach. It has to be this particular one, this brand, Top Chick as well, also by Goldwell. So it's all the same brand, it's all gonna work together. Same amount, so equal parts hair dye and bleach. You put your gloves on, always have your gloves on. And then you get your little brush that you also buy from the hairdresser suppliers. My hair looks sticky. And you mix. And you start mixing and you think, this is never gonna mix, but it does. It eventually blends, okay? So you have that mixed and ready to go. You have your gloves on. Always have gloves on. I knew a pregnant lady who used to color people's hair. She didn't have gloves, like crazy. Even though I was pregnant, I would never do it. Okay, so you get your gloves on and you start with the anonymous screwy part. Okay, you do this in front of the mirror. Do yourself a favor, wear an old t-shirt or a singlet top, and you get an old towel that you don't care about, because if you get hair dye on it, you are not going to get it off, or at least not easily. So you either tie it here or you put it with a clip, but you have a towel on because you're going to get hair dye down here. So you go nana part and you look where your old color is, and your grays, look, I don't have any grays, don't you hate me? And you don't go like massive amount, you dip in and you paint along. So if your roots are about 1 inch, you go cover the root and then just a tiny bit more. So you're going to be in the mirror, you're going to go dab, boom, 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 up to sort of this part. Same here, dab, boom, 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 boom. And then you're going to use the back of it, about 1 centimetre along. Next part, bam. You've got a fresh part here with fresh greys. Bam, boom, 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 all the way back. Bam, boom, 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 boom. And you're going to keep doing this all the way down, all the way down. You're going to get to your ears. Okay, you're going to tilt your head a bit. You're going to get in here, get one of the kids to help you if you have to. You're going to do the other side all the way over. Okay, one of the parts that's hardest to stick the colour is around here. So you just always get that little bit tiny extra once you've finished doing all of this part and it's all like sticking up like a crazy lady. And you're just going to really brush it in where you've got these thicker, wider bits here. Then you're going to get the same back of the brush and you're going to get this front part of your hair that's already had the roots done. Okay, it's all a bit stretchy and be flexible and have your hands up for a long time. And you're just going to clip this bit up. So you always have to have a clip handy. Okay, so you're going to clip that up. And this is where you might need either a mirror behind you or your kids or husband to help you. So you've got a line across here. You're going to go bang, 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 bang. And same thing. About 1 centimetre apart. Get that hair, pull it forward. Bam, all the way across the top and the bottom. And you're going to keep going down 1 centimetre at a time, all the way across your head, bam, all the way down until you get to the bottom, and you're going to lift this bit up and do the underneath, get behind the ears, get behind the ears. So you've got these crazy roots now that are really thick and full, and your hair's going to be like this. So you're going to get your hair, twist it around and put it up in a clip, okay? And before you walk away, you've still got about half or a little bit over half of the dye in here. You have not used it all. You're just going to touch the front up because you'll get these bits of hair. Grey hair's a bit thicker and it can kind of stand up. So you're going to really get in there. You're not going to paint your forehead, but you know, you're really going to get all the whites. Then you get some Glad wrap and you're just going to cover this. You put the Glad wrap on top and you can just poke the end of the comb through. I personally like to, at this point, wrap the head in Glad wrap as well so it doesn't really dry. You could also use a plastic bag if you wanted to. It's a really sexy look. You should do it more often. Okay, so you're going to put your timer on. You got 20 minutes. 20 minutes goes beep, beep, beep. You're going to take your hair out and now you're going to dye the rest of your hair. So this is where you need a fat comb. You do not want a thin comb. Thin comb's going to go, I can't get it through. You need a fat comb, always. If this comb is not in my shower, I have a heart attack. So you're going to kind of semi-comb your hair so there's not massive knots in it. Make it easier for you to get the dye through. And basically, you're going to scoop, cover, cover, cover all your hair, all your hair, all your hair, all your hair, all the way down, all the ends, everywhere. You're going to blend it through, you're going to mix it through, you're going to comb it through, comb it, comb it, comb it. Make sure all of the hair is covered. You're going to cover everything. You're not going to have 1 ounce of hair dye left. Nothing at all. It's all going to be on your head. Then, again, so between the first one and the second one, you're taking the gloves off and put them back on, but always gloves. So then you're going to get your hair, scoop it up again, put it in a clip. I don't like to use a hair band because you can then potentially squidge the hair dye off that bit of hair, whereas a clip has teeth and it's less likely to do that. You're just going to stand in front of the mirror, make sure you've got all these bits again because they fly up because they're bastards. Going to Glad wrap your head again with the same bit of Glad wrap you used before. Timer for another 20 minutes. Wash the crap out of this. Then take your gloves off. Let that dry. Put everything away. 20 minutes. Have a shower. Wash your hair. I tend to advise people to like stand their body out of the way so you're not like washing that hair dye all the way down your body. Or you could wash your hair in a sink if that was okay with your back or whatever. Then you're just going to wash your hair normally, dry it normally, and hopefully you don't have any greys anymore. So that's dyeing your whole head. If in 5 or 6 weeks you just have a bit of root action, you're just going to do the same colour, you can just do the first part. You can just do the roots. So you could even just do the front bit if that's the only bad bit. So I tend to have 2 tubes for mum. Like I said, I use, if you were just using one colour, you'd use the whole tube, but because I do half and half. So I tend to have a set of tubes that I have for half and half, and then I have a set of tubes for touch-ups. So her whole hair doesn't need to be dyed, but I'll just do the front bit. So I'll do, because it's equal parts, you can just go 1 tablespoon of this colour, 1 tablespoon of this colour, and 2 tablespoons of this colour, mix it in, just do the front. Or I could do 2, if I was just doing the one colour, 2 tablespoons and 2 tablespoons. So as long as they're equal parts hair dye and bleach. So you can do that very easily. You know, you've got a wedding to go to, but your whole hair doesn't need to be dyed. You can just do the roots because it's the same colour. But you wouldn't just keep doing the roots because this is going to go blonder over time and then you're going to see the demarcation. So I tend to go roots 1 session, or first session is roots whole head. And then after that you can go roots, roots whole head, roots, roots whole head. So that way you're saving hundreds of dollars by not going to the hairdresser. Hairdresser supply is cheaper and it's exactly the same product. It's not going to ruin your hair. You can even buy like shampoos from there as well. You could even call this company lhair.com.au and they'd give you advice. But basically, that's what you need. With that, bit of Glad wrap or a plastic bag, a fat comb, a couple of hair clips, and some Glad wrap. And you are never going to the hairdresser again, my dear, except for getting a haircut and a blowout. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it made sense. If not, ask me questions.